Hey, how's it going? My name is Jack here with Mr. and Mrs. Leeds. Wanted to thank you for trying out our site auditor. I hope you got some insight out of that. What I wanted to do here in this video is do a follow-up video analysis and provide some further insight from what I can see as a search marketer in terms of your SEO efforts, what's potentially out there, and how we'd be able to make sure that you get to where you want to be if we were to work together on this project moving forward. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. The first thing that I did was I actually entered your website here in a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to look at the metrics of a website and see kind of what's been working for you for your website. So what I can see right off the bat is you don't have a lot of referring domains and backlinks pointing back to your website. So a referring domain or backlink is basically the number of websites that are out there that are pointing back to your website by a hyperlink. So if there is, for example, a blog called the corvetteblog.com, and they went out there in their blog post and they said, hey, if you need any Corvette accessories, go visit corvettesolution.com. And then that link would take them to your website. And so Google actually tracks all this data, all these different websites that are pointing back to your website, and they use that data to determine how authoritative your website is. And authority is a very important metric in Google's algorithm in determining how quickly you rank up in Google for the different keywords you want to rank for and how quickly you rank up there. And so if you don't have authority on your website, it's going to be extremely difficult for you, A, to be found at all for anything, and then B, to actually show up on the first page and at the top of the page for all the different keywords you want to rank for. So this is a very essential process of building out the authority on your website, and you need more referring domains and more of these backlinks. So more of these blogs out there talking about your website and mentioning to go check out your website. And so right now you're sitting at about 17 referring domains on 138 referring domains. We want to shoot for about close to 300 referring domains and about 2,000 to 3,000 backlinks. That's really going to show Google that you are authoritative in this space and you deserve to hold the top spot. So let's see what kind of keywords you currently rank for with your website. So it looks like you hold the #1 spot for Corvette Solutions, which, well, makes sense. That's your brand name, right? Corvette Solution. Position 5 looks like C5 Trunk Popper. Position 6, C5 Trunk Popper. C5 Corvette LED LED headlights. So I guess C is like the generation of the Corvette. So I guess there's like C set. So C all the way from C1 to C7, I guess, just depending on what years it was made. So that's actually pretty cool that it's done this way. Sorry, I guess I'm just not too familiar with the Corvette and car niche myself. But you can see how there's actually some pretty decent keywords like C5 Corvette accessories. Like you could literally do that going down the line, right? C7, C6, C5, C4. I don't know what parts you carry. So okay, so C4, 5, 6, and 7. So 4, 5, 6, and 7. You could do that same thing for C5 Corvette accessories, C4 Corvette accessories, and all the different numbers. So that would actually be a really good keyword for you to rank in. And let me kind of explain briefly exactly how we would go about ranking you for this. So do you see right here the URL over here? So basically what this means is if someone searches the phrase Corvette Solutions in Google, this URL, this homepage is the one that's going to show up when they click on that listing, right? But if someone types in the phrase C5 Trunk Popper, guess what page actually shows up? It's actually this inner page within the website that's called /store/C3/C5 Corvette. And so this is the actual page that's going to show up when people type in C5 Trunk Popper. And the reason why you're getting so much credit, or I'm sorry, yeah, C5 Trunk Popper. And the reason why you're getting so much credit for this right now is because you have this in the URL. So right here, do you see how the inner URL is corvettesolution.com/C5-C6-Corvette-Trunk-Popper-Spring? You have the phrase C5 in here, and you also have Trunk Popper in the URL as well, and Google recognizes that you have this in your URL, and they're giving you a lot of credit for that. And also your product categories are probably going to have those kinds of things in here as well, and so that's helping you getting and being found for those kind of keywords. And so essentially that's exactly what we do. So what I mean by that is, let's say that we wanted to specifically go after this phrase, C5 Corvette accessories. What I would do is, okay, so yeah, you have it in your header, but what we want to do is we actually want to build out an inner page. So instead of saying .com/store/c3/c5/Corvette, instead it would say .com/store/c5-Corvette accessories. That way you're specifically targeting that keyword, maybe have some content on here, because content is just another one of those ranking factors, and Google's looking for that to rank you higher. And add some content on there. That way Google knows exactly what keyword you want to rank for. And so we would go out and do this for about 10 of these keywords where it has decent amount of search volume, low keyword difficulty, and start hashing out those inner pages, specifically targeting those keywords. So I mean, 400 searches per month is pretty good. Let's say if you even capture half of that, which is 200 visitors per month, multiply that by the 4 places that you're or not places, but generations of the Corvettes that you could specifically target, and now we got a business that we can really start growing and taking to the next level, right? And you know what? That's just under one keyword. There's so many keywords out there, especially even just for Corvette. If I just type in Corvette and Corvette accessories, there are some pretty good ones, like Corvette part. I don't know if you actually do Corvette parts. This is actually 69, which means it's very difficult to rank for, but I believe I saw something down here which I really liked. Corvette logo, right? That could actually be pretty good because you actually do have the Corvette emblem, right? That you guys actually sell. So Corvette logo could be a pretty decent one that you could rank for, and a couple of other ones. So Corvette forum, Corvette central. 17,000 searches per month, 3 keyword difficulty, basically not much competition at all for that. So definitely, definitely room for improvement, but definitely a lot of potential as well, right? It's just a matter of kind of fixing up some of the website pages, adding a couple of pages targeting some of the keywords, continuing to build authority on your website by adding more backlinks, and just kind of getting the ball rolling. So as you know, well, actually, I'm not sure if you do know, but SEO is one of those things that you can't just immediately see results, because Google wants to make sure that it takes time for a website to rank for the different keywords, because they don't want the results page to change drastically every single time you search for that phrase. So if you type in Corvette parts right now, it's probably not gonna, it probably hasn't changed since the last month, if at all, right? And so Google likes the fact that there's consistent search results, but they're slowly still going to give another website more credit if they deserve it. But it's one of those things that kind of takes time for Google to recognize and pick up and understand and trust the authority on the website. And so we just got to get the ball rolling as soon as possible. That way we can really start building out your SEO efforts, and so that you can start really bringing in the traffic as soon as possible and start driving them into sales. So at the very least, I hope you got some insight out of this. Really appreciate it if you watched this video all the way through. Look forward to talking to you soon. Have a great rest of your day and week, and take care. Thank you.